Already today's city challenge, the auction cell, fog, hidden detection bars, and no disguise. So we've got really low visibility, we won't have a disguise, and we're going to actually try not to get detected with hidden detection bars, which can only go steadily. I mean, this is our visibility here. It's practically lower than an NPC, and although we could still mark people, to say that we can actually see that civilian over there is a bit of an overstatement. But then again, there's still hidden detection bars, so hopefully this will go well. And as for no disguise, I suppose there's one very marginal benefit, and it's that we're going to get caught trespassing instead in most situations rather than actually, well, alerting things. Except that we'll be detected much faster, and it's still hidden detection bars, and it's still fog, and we still won't really get any useful information. Which means that naturally the first option here is to just take out a camera operator, since that'll make things much simpler. So if you could walk through here, over here, and even though we can't actually get a disguise, don't do this to me, we can still get a keycard, which will very much be useful. It just won't be very useful. I mean, we could always use a scrambler instead, but then again, there's not really a need to. We might as well just get it and disable the camera, since, I mean, even though it... Really? Can we not have this... Whatever's going on here, can we just not have it? I'm trying to take care of whatever's going on over here, so if we could finish cleaning up this nonsense of sorts, we could bring this out and things will go just fine. And right now, it's actually quite nice, since there's not actually anyone that's going to be in some inconvenient locations, and as I say that, please turn away. I do not want to have to deal with this right now. You're joking. Let's just go outside then, since that seems like the clearly better option here. But then again, there's you over here, which... I'll tell you one thing. I don't like it when the door's left open, since that makes things quite inconvenient. And I know for a fact that I'm getting a free keycard, which is always nice. Do you have to do this to me? Stay over here. Get off the radio. And give us that keycard, which Cyber can now take, which will certainly be useful. Is that ragdoll alright? And now Cyber's gonna go outside with that guard over there. Unfortunately, computer, we get it, but also you have no right to be this loud right now. Regardless, are we done there? Right then, we're just gonna go in here, since there's a guard staring through that spot, and since this might end up going better, then we could go inside and activate the objective. Not that it would be of much use, but then again, we could just check inside here, go through here, and that's not actually very useful. There is a guard there though, which I very much want to take out. Could I lure you inside, and could you just not cause us any problems here? Because I'm getting this very close. And now if you could just... you know, get off the radio, that'd be fantastic, because then I could bring you inside. And all should go well. Or at least that's the plan. Is it actually going to go well? Probably not. Probably not. There's a staff there. And this is the fun part about hidden detection bars. Well, to say we have information is a bit of an overstatement of sorts. I don't like where that came from. And right now seems like the best plan is to go downstairs over here, because Cyber's taking people out, which, with whatever's going on over here, can only go well, since that's a locked door, and we are actually gonna have to bring people upstairs, which is just fantastic, since... How convenient, there's a keycard over there. And if you could just get down over here real quick, that is still a locked door. That's not great. And we still haven't hacked the cameras yet, which is just better. So I suppose what we could do is we could just always wait over here for a tiny amount of time. And if you could just stay in the corner so I can actually open a door, that would be fantastic. Anyone over there? No. Still 2 civilians, actually. Please walk over here. That would be very, very helpful. Really? Really? You're going to do this to me? You know what? I've got a keycard. I'm feeling ambitious. You could always do that. Don't tell me you don't see that keycard. You don't see the keycard, do you? It's fine. All you need to do is just walk down. Really? Right then. Since that's quite clearly useless, we're just going to go over here and, well, look out for something. Or we could just wait over here continuously and just see what happens, since there's a keycard room in there. There's a locked door there, and there's a locked door down there, which means that the next keycard room is over there, which famously isn't very useful for trying to bring people there without any problems. So if you could just... Sure, I guess. I mean, that works just fine. We can isolate the auctioneer. And the auctioneer should be either inside by now, or... The auctioneer is certainly inside by now. Now, do we feel ambitious enough to walk by over here? We could try it. Is it going to be a good idea? Absolutely not. I could always just sneak in this way. See what happens. And I mean, there's this open door over here, which we could most definitely use. Since it's a camera room, and of course we're just going to hack the camera since it's fog. And the best part about all of this is that the fog has better visibility than this. Look at that. So regardless of what's happening over there, I'm just going to sneak in through here since I don't really have to deal with any of that. Really, God? Really? You know, the best part of all of this is that, well, the auctioneer can't actually detect us trespassing. As in, the auctioneer doesn't really care. But instead, it seems like it was that civilian over there. And of course, you're walking inside. Do you know how tempting it is to go over there and just knock you out? There's someone inside, that's certainly tempting. Cyber, you might want to be up here. Are you going to stop there, really? Right then. We're done. Come inside, and perfect. And I'm going to go through here. And that's a free takedown. And if we go over here, we could open this door. And we could just leave you inside. And now this is perfectly safe. There's still a guard down there, which I don't really want to deal with. But the auctioneer still doesn't care, which means that we could just do this. Interrogate him. And since we still don't want to risk anything, such as escaping or, let's just say, the employee walking in here later and realizing that there's a body on the floor, how about we just bag him up, leave him over there, and then Cyber's just going to continue searching that. As for me though, I have to go back over here. We're going to continue checking on this very nice group. And Cyber's just going to go in there and hack it, which, I mean, I guess works just fine. Because now it's just a matter of seeing where the employee goes, which will either be there, somewhere here, or downstairs over there. Which, I mean, I guess works, but also, there is still a guard around somewhere, at least one of them. And now we look for the phone, and let's see where you go. You're going upstairs. It's either there or... That's convenient timing. Right then. I suppose that's the other guard, and hopefully that's everyone, but then again, we could just leave them over there since it doesn't really matter. And it seems like you don't care either, so we could just do that. Interrogate them, grab the keycard, and since we still have a breaching charge, we could have things go marginally faster. I think no one really cares anymore. I mean, unless I pull out a gun, in which case they would be highly concerned. But we'll go over here, we'll open a vault. We've got a breaching charge, which means that we won't actually have to spend 3 years lockpicking it. And then afterwards, we're going to do just fine. So if we breach this over here, go through that door, grab the gem case, and run outside, we're going to do just fine. And Cyber should have a pile of, well, 2 keycards over here, which I'm extremely tempted to make a pile of 5 keycards, but regardless, that's a daily challenge done in just under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Cheers everyone, have a great time!